Good morning, everyone. It is July the 31st. Today, you're going to need your chair, your body towel, and a pair of weights. And as always, if you want to have more than one pair of weights on hand to adjust what you're doing, you are welcome to do so. And if you only have one pair of weights, you're totally fine. All right, we're going to do quite a few different things today. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up doing 3 different kinds of jacks. And we're not going to be doing jumping jacks. We're going to be doing like a marching jack or a step jack. So you're going to do your regular jack, which is here. All right. A power jack, which is when your arms are open and closed here. So you're just taking a little tiny step out. And a new thing, a jab jack, where you're pushing a hand forward as you're taking a leg back. Okay. So you're doing a little jab and taking it back. We're going to do those 3 things roughly 3 times in 20-second intervals. I'm going to have a timer running for me so that I know when my 20 seconds are changing, and we'll change on that. All right. So just kind of shake yourself out, give yourselves a little shoulder roll here and a couple of heel raises while you're doing all that. Y'all can multitask, right? Little moves here and there. All right. Let me tell the music what we're going to be doing. And get this. I had to have 2 timers today just so I'd have enough time. All right. All right. So y'all don't have to worry about hearing the timer. The timer is mainly for me so that I can hear what's going on and change the time accordingly. There's our sound. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a roll here. Again, with the heels up. Stretch your quads. Take your hands out. All right, we're going to do 5-second countdown and go right into just a regular step jack. 3, 2, 1, and all right, we're going to do this for 20 seconds. So this is a nice, steady, low impact way to do some cardio. And if you want to do a seated jack, you're totally welcome to do that as well. We're going to change to our power jack and just bring those elbows right here in and out. Now, I would say loosen your hands though. Don't clench your fists. Try to bring the elbows together and then push them back, and you can go a little slower. Good. All that movement though, man, brings your heart rate right up. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go jab and step back. So you're just doing a reach forward and a step back. And you can find the pattern that works for you. Good. We're going to go back into our regular jack and up. I'm just going to do a little side-to-side step. That works for me. So modify this to work for you. We're roughly doing 2 minutes 30-ish, 2 minutes 20. Change to our power jack. Remember, you want to lightly clasp your hand. Ooh, lots of arm work this morning. And then we'll change to our jab here in just a moment. In 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do same side this time. That works better for me. Good. And let's end it with our regular jack and just slow it down. Take our arms down. Roll those shoulders and shake those arms out. All right. I'm going to pause it for just a tick. Let that kind of kick. Oops. All right. Now we're going to do another one on a timer as well. How many of y'all heart rate is going just a little bit? All right. We got that cardio. We're going to also work on some core using a timer. And we're going to be doing different types of march. Okay. Yeah. Talk to me. We're going to be doing a high knee march. So you're bringing it up like this. And then to add core to it, in the second round, you'll take your arms overhead while you're doing your high knee march. Then we'll come down, clasp your hands together and do a twist. Make sure when you twist to the left that you're pivoting on your right foot. and then pivoting on your left foot. Then we will keep our hands in the same motion and do a paddle. And then, if you feel confident, you're going to add a march to your paddle. So the hand side you're going to is the knee that's coming up. Okay. And then we'll end back with our high knee march. So again, it's going to be on a timer, and I will be running that drill. Let you know when we can do what we're going to do. Let's start with our high knee march. So you just want to lift the knee as high as you can. It's not about speed. Now this one's on 30 seconds, right? Let your arms relax because they're going to come back into play in about 20 seconds. Good. I like the stretch of my low back here. Feels pretty good. 3, 2, 1, arms up. So you kind of feel how your abs, just by raising your arms, you changed it all up. Good. In about 10 seconds, we're going to take our feet to a planted position and twist from side to side with our hands clasped. In 3, 2, 1. Turn and turn. Now, that's not about speed, it's about rotation. Long arms, twisting. This is core as well. Excellent. We're going to keep our hands clasped and change it to a paddle. So you'll go here and here, here and here. So you'll feel that movement. Good. Now you can stay with the paddle and no legs, or you can attempt to lift the knee. And it's the knee on the side you're paddling to. Okay? So it'll be here, and definitely slow down. Do a little double on that ab work. Good. And then for the last one, we're just going to go for a regular march out. So bring your hands here. Hands are relaxed and shoulders are relaxed. In fact, just kind of physically push the shoulders down to get that stretch, and then release them, and then push them down and release them, push them down, do a little roll back. Ooh, good deal. I'm going to stop this. So it'll stop beeping at me. All right, just stay right where you are. We're going to go into a little step 2 and a reach touch. So step 2, big arms. Now they're relaxed right now. You're just rolling from the shoulder. Got quite a bit of cardio today. Now take it across. So remember, you're taking your arm across the back as well. Four, 3, 2. Now it's just going to be step and cross. Now your feet kind of stay steady, but you still are doing a little double step here or a toe tap. Now really try to reach across. How much you do it is up to you. Now, we're going to stay here and walk it up. Walk it right up to center. down. All right, shake it out. All right. Get on your toes and just lift. You're not up on your toes, okay? You're lifting your heels. Make gentle fists. Pull them into your chest and jab, 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 jab. Now, there's not a lot of power behind it right now. So I want you to focus on keeping your heels going and that reach out and pull back. Now let's bring it into a little cut, 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 cut. Again, not a lot of intention behind here. Learn the move. Basically make a J into a V or a hook. Back to our jab. Good. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Y'all got the pattern. Good. Shake it down. Now, you're going to do a 2, so you're going to go half and full, half and full. So halfway and up, halfway and up, halfway and up. And this is where your core is going to be involved, because in controlling that halfway, it's your arm and your core. Halfway about to the elbow, up is above. Good. Two more. Here and here. Shake it out. Cross punch. So that guy that's coming up to the side. Now this one's easy. You just got to stretch your arms first. Let's change it to a double. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. And you have that little bounce in your toe that kind of gives you that intensity. Now don't clasp your fists very hard. You don't want to waste a lot of energy going to your hands. But do make sure your thumb is down and away from those knuckles, okay? It's not sticking up. Take it out. Let's go back to our jabs. Straight forward. And now our uppercuts. And now our cross. Four jabs. Four uppercuts. And a cross. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, get you some water and pick up your body towel. All right. Sorry, I had to turn my fan up. Step, slide, step, slide. Or step touch. And then you add a little loose limb, long arm, body towel movement. Good. So you're not doing a heavy swing. You're using this as a light stretch, but don't bend into it. Keep your body upright, and your core will be working with you. Bring it down. Just go to our step. And just make it a light bend. You're going to fold and double up. 1 up, 2 down. Keep your core, your posture upright, nice and straight, or nice and tall, I should say. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put this guy down. Now, all I want you to do is relax your arms and walk around your room. You can hear the beat. Move your shoulders, roll them forward and back. All right, keep moving. I'll be right back. You probably heard my fan. So part of this is just to relax the shoulders before we get into something different. Roll those shoulders, people. Roll them. All right. Go to your chair, pick up a pair of weights, and sit yourselves down for me. I've got my heavier weights handy because we're going to do a fast march with weights on our legs. So first things first, you've got the weights on your legs as close to your knees as possible. And then you want to make sure you roll those hips forward so you're sitting up and not bowing your back like this, okay? So you're sitting forward and sitting up. Shoulders are relaxed. And you're going to just go at this pace, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to lift your foot up enough that it clears the floor, right? Now, if you're having issues, you can do a heel march, keeping your toes planted. But for the majority of you, you need to keep those feet off the ground. All right? Now, get your hips forward. You're going to just do a little march out, and a little bit of a march back in. Again. So just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and bring it back into that same 8. Again. Now we're going to march our feet forward. And then back to that same 8. Forward. And back in. Again, forward. And back in. One more time, forward, and back in. Now let's double that up. Where you just basically double your step. Double, 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 bounce, bounce, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Whatever works for you. This one, you probably have to lean back a little bit to make sure those hips are tilted forward. And back to march. Just go into heels. Set these guys to the side. Rock on your sits bones. And then stand up for me. Go into hip hinge position. We're going to roll our hips back, taking our belly button forward. Keep your legs relatively straight for the moment, and let's do our 10 seconds of hamstrings for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe it up. And go back in that same hamstring press, but then bend the knees a little bit and sit into it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up. And we're going to sit as low as you can and come back up halfway. So we're going to go here and here. Now, if you need to make any adjustments on that, please feel free to do so. If you want to widen your leg stance, if you want to go deeper, if you want to go a little shallower and raise up a little higher, adjust it to what works for you. Keep your back in good position. So adjust for that. And remember, we're working on those muscles that get you up off of a chair, up out of your car, up off the toilet, up off your bed. So you want to make sure that your back is in a good position. 4, 3, 2, come up, do a little shake out and hula. Now, sit into your hinge and then gently lean to one leg. Now, touch your foot or your toe or whatever. We're doing a gentle inner thigh stretch of the opposite leg. Kind of let that opposite leg go straight. I am bracing on top of my thighs, being mindful of my back. You do what suits you for this. Two, and 1, come up. Give it a good little shake out. And of course, some heels. Let's work some balance. If you need your chair for balance, simply turn it to where you need to, or put your hand on a wall or a counter. We're going to do a 4-count leg lift, and we're going to lift our leg up, out, in, and down. So it's going to look like this: up, out, in, and down. So probably the best idea if you need balance assistance is the corner of the chair so your knee doesn't bump into it if you want to hold on. Here we go. We're going to go up, out, in, and switch. 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 Good. You want to focus on just turning that and kind of counter turn your body to it. So you're here and here. So you're really getting the stretch in your hip. Up, out, in, and down. Good. Up, out, in. And if you need to go slower than I'm going, go slower. You give me a beat, I really can't help it. But don't skip the turn out part unless you're having a really bad hip day. Up, out, in. So find the pattern at your pace. So we're doing several things. That whole balance, flexibility, body shift balance, core, final rotation. Still moving your arms a bit. And it's coordination as well. So you are multitasking the snot out of this guy. All right, let's shake it out. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna isolate. We're gonna pick the knee up and go straight to the outside. So you're gonna go here and in, here. You wanna try to take it directly to the side as possible. So it looks like this. Good. So basically what we did is we warmed our legs up for this possibility, and then we went right into it. We're gonna do 2 more. And then you're gonna shake it out. Now the next one can be done seated or standing. All right. We're going to start standing, and if you decide you need to sit down, totally okay. metronome. We're gonna do crisscross abs. So just put your hands right here at your shoulders. You don't have to touch. You just let them hang here. But we're going to go ahead and kind of bend into it. Bend into it. Bend into it. Keep your hands loose. And let's take use of this movement because it is actually helping release the tension in your legs that you just built up. Good. A lot of the times we do these two things differently. We do a spinal rotation and a lift, and both of those are on two planes. One is this way, and one is this way. But this time we're crossing our planes. Good. So you don't have to touch your shoulders. You can just free hold your hands. Let's do two more. We're going to change it just a little bit. So let's go into our hip hinge stance. And now since we can't lift our legs, we're just going to kind of bend into it. You don't have to touch, but you're going to hinge that hip back. So you really got to take that hip back and away so that your elbow can get close. Keep your upper body up. You're not curling your face down to your knee. The big focus here is your hip and your quads doing the work. You've got that rotation. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, hands down. Now we're just going to do our gentle reach. We've got that pause in the middle. I wanted us to be able to start our stretch a little bit more, so I added it in. All right, making sure I'm stepping on my own weights. Okay, bend those knees a little bit. All right, so we're gonna just kind of squat and turn into our S turn. So remember, our S turn is you have one arm folded in front of you, one arm in back. So we're going to go into our S turn here. So you want to focus on turning the body and getting that stretch. Two more. All right. Now we're going to do a curved S turn and a curved S turn. You're still using your legs to do a little bit of that side lunge. So we got abs going here. Maybe we call this an O turn. I don't know. Z turn? Go Z. All right, cross. Big breath and roll it down, all the way down to that hip hinge. And then roll it back up just as slowly. Big open, chin up. As you bring up your head, one hand behind, the other hand behind. Chin down, press your elbows out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Big stretch. And bring it down. Let's go ahead and sweep. And sweep again. One more time. Heel toe walk in. Hips. And hula. Just kind of do your hip shift. And then a couple about 3 this direction as well. All right, you guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. And we'll catch you on the flip side.